Back Cover, the podcast that explores the classic soul music of the 60s, 70s, and 80s. I'm Karen Williams. Join me and my co-host Steve Williams, no, we're not related, as we flip over the album covers and share stories of the movers and shakers that created, wrote, and produced those iconic sounds. We'll educate and entertain you, all while keeping the music alive. The back cover is recorded from excerpts of our daily radio show, recorded at WLTH-AM in Gary, Indiana. In this podcast, we talk with actor, singer, songwriter Leon Robinson, who is known professionally as Leon. Leon most famously portrayed David Ruffin in the miniseries The Temptation Story, starred as Little Richard in The Little Richard Story, and portrayed one of the band members in The Five Heartbeats. However, his acting resume is extensive. He seems to gravitate to music roles, maybe because he's also the leader of a band named Leon and the Peoples, a reggae soul band that has been performing for several years throughout the country. Then we talk about how the industry of soul and R&B is so important to the history of the United States. We also discuss some other topics, including everything old is new again.
I had to stop that record just for a second. I had to stop that record.
Why did you have to stop it, Steve?
Because I'm excited now.
See? Mr. Leon, may I call you Leon or should I say Mr. Leon?
No. Please call me Leon.
Leon, let me tell you, just so you'll know who you're getting ready to talk to. This is Karen. The other person is...
Karen?
Hi.
I'm Steve.
Oh, okay. Let me get back together. Okay. Steve is a David Ruffin fanatic.
It sounds like he was a JT fanatic.
Man,
wait a minute. He knew the Dells. You know, the Dells are from our area.
Oh, okay.
They're from, they were Harvey, Illinois, which is really close to Gary, Indiana. We're all like sister cities, kind of.
Okay.
And he knew personally the Dells. And so he doesn't believe me when I say, hey, guess who's going to call in on Wednesday? Leon. He's like, yeah, all right. I was like, really, Steve? Really? And he's like, yeah. So I'm glad you called. Now he's over there giggling like a little girl and everything. So we just want to welcome you to our station. How are you today?
I'm very good today, yeah. Actually, I stopped playing tennis just so I could talk to you for a little bit.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh,
yeah, I feel
man.
special, man.
Uh-oh.
Oh, so before we talk to you, get really in-depth with you, you're going to be here in October, correct?
Yes.
And you're doing something called Acting with the Stars competition. Give us a little background on that.
Well, Acting with the Stars competition is a chance for, people who, want to act, would love to act, want to see what it's like to act, but never get a chance to actually be around, real working actors and directors like myself and Robert Townsend, and to get in there to learn and to actually do a scene.
Oh, wow. So are you going to choose people? I mean, will they, because it's a competition. I mean, what's the competition part?
Well, the competition part, which I'm not absolutely sure, I don't want to speak out of turn. Okay. Because when it comes to competition, that's when I usually back off because I don't think of acting as competition.
Okay.
It's not like, you should never compete because you're only as good as your weakest component. So, it's about being real. It's about being a character. Because once a character is written well, and you bring that character to life, and it's a good story, the rest is magic.
Oh, man, you need to stop talking. You are something, brother. Let me, where can I start?
Well, let me finish, Stephen.
Get to the meat of the thing.
Okay, it's going to be October, I believe,
October 12th.
October 12th at Indiana University Northwest. 3400, well, everybody here knows where Indiana University Northwest is, but you'll be there. And
my brother Duck will be there.
Duck will be there, man.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Robert Townsend will be there. And there will be a lady with you, but I don't know who this person is.
Oh, Bree Coleman.
Okay, Bree Coleman.
That's my publicist.
Okay, all right. Yeah. She'll be there, too. So, now, go ahead, Steve.
Man.
Ask the question.
Listen, brother. You are one hell of an actor. And let me tell you how what I mean by that. Like she told you, I was raised up in Alabama and right next door to Meridian, Mississippi. So after seeing the movie, I went over to Why Not just to look around. Of course, ain't nothing over there but a grocery store. Anyway, why not Mississippi, home of David Ruffin? You made me hate David for a minute.
Yeah, you were really
you were so convincing.
Oh my gosh.
Let me say, ain't nobody come to see you, Otis. But I'm going back to Darice, Cool Runnings.
Yeah, we love Cool
Richard,
Runnings.
Little Richard.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
All right. Can we
JT
say
from the
JT from the Heartbeats?
Heartbeats.
And of course David Ruffin.
Mm-hmm.
Man, where did it all start? And who's your favorite?
I mean, my favorite character.
Yeah,
Yes.
I mean,
of those four.
of those four, because
got
you
an
rocked them,
extensive-
man.
You got an
So
extensive.
just so you know, I don't have a favorite character
Okay.
because I don't really watch my movies.
Why do actors do that? I've heard so many actors and say they don't even watch themselves. Why is that?
Well, no, it's not. It's not like. Of course, I watch myself. I go to the premiere.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I watch it. Things come on TV. Well, I watch it when it comes on TV originally, but I don't watch it over and over again because it's it's work that I did, and I start to pick myself apart.
Oh.
So,
Okay.
so I look like, well, maybe I'll do something different. Or why do I hold my head like that? What's wrong with my lips?
Yeah, I get that. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You realize I'm watching me. You watching the story. I'm watching me, and I'm like,
Maybe I could have
I
done
loved it. I
something
loved it when I saw it the first couple times, and I'm good with it. You know?
Man.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
And so, I mean, that's what it's about. So, and then when people ask me, I always ask them, whatever your favorite is, 'cause I'm making the movies for you.
Right,
I'm making the movies for you to watch them, not for me to watch them.
right.
So, whatever your favorite is, that's what my favorite is.
See,
Well-
now I hear JT now. Baby, I love you, but he's my brother.
You see, he's a sick man.
with
He
you.
knows all the lines.
Sound like you need to be. You sound like you need to be at Indiana University.
Man.
Right, he does. He really does.
It
But
he need to work. He need to work out all that energy he got.
yes, yes.
you know, it's very rare that we people in radio get a chance to talk to genuine people. And you are genuine. I got to give you that. Yeah, I love all of the movies. But, brother, when I picked the Temptations movie apart, I read the book like 5 years before it was made.
Mm-hmm.
So, whoever cast you, they
Yeah.
need to get a Grammy. Not a Grammy, but an Oscar themselves.
Yeah.
Because it's like, man,
Did you get an award for that? Because you really should.
you should have.
Let me tell you something. I don't even want to get into that.
Oh, okay.
Man.
I didn't want to get into that. Yeah, I got a couple of nominations. Like, people were just so upset to the point where I didn't, that I couldn't even stay at the after party because I kept tired of hearing people talking about you as Rob.
Yeah.
So I was just like, I was
You
like,
were
whatever.
Rob.
I'm good.
You're good
I
with
said,
it.
I said, whatever I've done will live on.
Well, brother, God bless you in your acting career. I hope it keeps flourishing.
And your musical career, because people
Yeah,
don't
right,
know
right.
that you are
Yeah.
You got a band too,
the
right?
people.
Oh yeah, we
Leon
perform
and
it
the
all the time.
people.
We headline at Rocktoberfest here in Short Hills, New Jersey on Saturday.
Okay.
We're at Jenny's Supper Club in Harlem on Friday. We're at the Black Rock, the Center of Performing Arts, on next Saturday. Yeah, we rolling, man. Our album called Love Is a Beautiful Thing.
Mm-hmm.
And and I'm happy to say it's got great reviews. It's on the Spectrum record label, and
How's your daughter, man?
she's fantastic, man. That's what
She ought to be a teenager now, right? She's
teenager. She's about to jump out of the teenage era real soon.
see,
Wow.
that's what God does to all you pretty boys. He give y'all daughters.
Oh yeah. I knew that was coming.
You knew it was coming, right?
I knew it was coming.
Man, you are fantastic. So we hope to see you here in October, and good luck to you. And hey, I guess it's back to playing that game now, right? Huh?
Yeah, go
Yeah,
out and
without
play
a
that
doubt, man.
match.
But I appreciate it, and maybe I can come in and actually sit down with you guys. If you're on
Oh, would you?
Oh.
Oh my
All right?
gosh! Oh my
Okay.
gosh!
I ain't gonna be like no little girl.
Well, I'm gonna be like a little girl because I am. Okay.
I'm gonna wear my David Ruffin glasses just for that.
All right, we
Well,
look
thank you. It's
forward.
nice talking to you.
Nice
Okay,
talking
guys.
to you too.
All
Bye
right,
bye.
great.
Bye bye now.
Bye-bye.
Well, there you have it.
See, you believe me now. See, I know people.
Okay, I give you
I know
A.
people.
You know people.
I know people.
Peoples
his
that know
dad.
people?
People that know peoples. People who need peoples.
Uh-oh.
Who know people.
Now let's see what they have to say. Hello, caller.
Hi. How
Turn
you
on your
doing?
radio.
Turn that radio down, baby. You're a star already.
I know, babe. I've always been bad.
Come on, talk to us.
Okay, first off, I just caught on. So who were you all talking to right then? I just got on.
Well, one was David Ruffin.
Yeah.
The other one was Little Richard.
Mm-hmm.
The other one was JT of the Heartbeats. And then there was Derice of Cool Runnings.
Of Cool Runnings. Okay, well, my favorite character.
So you know we were talking to Leon, right?
That's why I asked who that you all was just talking to then.
Leon Robinson.
Leon Robinson. Who
Wow. Wow. I would love to have been on the other end on that conversation.
Well, you know what he said? He said he might come in. He'll be here in October. He might come on to the station. Yeah. He might come on down to the station.
Well, between him and Eddie Kane Jr.
Oh, man. Can't nobody sing like Eddie Kane.
Can't nobody do it like Eddie Kane, baby.
Now,
can't nobody do it. Can't nobody play the game like he did and got them called up and sold them out. And can't nobody do it like the Kane man.
I got one phrase for you.
What?
Nights like this, I feel like raindrops. Hello, caller.
Hi, Steve and Karen. This is Bill K.
Hey, Bill.
Hey, Bill. How you doing?
You know, your show is worthwhile. I wish that children would listen to this. We have a very few uniquely American art forms. Rhythm and blues, the various art forms of jazz. There's so many gospel. We really perfected and invented in America. And the youngsters have been denied music appreciation in school.
Yeah, they have.
They really have. And music was in existence before we talked to each other. Our ancestors mimicked the sounds of the birds and the different animals, and that's how human speech began. And the youngsters today are denied all of this because in our world today it seems that there's a religion of technology and also attacking one another. It's a body politic. But music appreciation is so necessary in both especially Steve has such a encyclopedic knowledge of the only American musical art forms that we have. It's like baseball and basketball were invented. I'll hang up with it.
Okay,
thank you, Bill.
There was a post I put on our Facebook page, and I can't pull up the internet on my computer today, but it's something to the effect that music is in us because the beat is always in us because our heart beats. That's where we get beats from, the beat of our heart. So music is like the beat of our heart.
Well, to address what he was just saying along with that, a lot of things have been taken out of, and I'm not going to get political with this. This is just where I see it because this is how I experienced it. Back in the day, they had what was called curricular activities, extracurricular activities. And I think a lot of people look at cost and things of that nature, but when you start taking out things that people could do, like for instance, every time I looked around, I had an extra class, I just add band. You know? And I took some other things, driver's ed, baseball. The millennials of today, it's not their fault. I think it's some of the people that are in charge fault. For instance, this lady that's in charge of Department of Education, she is a nut. Okay, I'm gonna say that she a nut because she has no idea about how some of the other people, some of the other ethnic backgrounds, enjoy themselves or even entertain themselves.
Right.
She has no idea. Charter schools can't cure everything. Let's just be frank on that. Public schools can't cure everything. But when you start taking stuff out of the system, we were taught music. But
you know what I said, that's probably sometimes the only place
you can get
you are exposed to and see and touch instruments, because a lot of parents couldn't buy, they
couldn't.
And a lot of kids who were in band with me, they didn't own their own instruments.
No, rented it
from somewhere. From the school.
Yeah.
I was fortunate I had my own instrument, but a lot of kids didn't. But just to see those instruments and be able to learn how to care for them and then to make that sound come out of them, that's an experience.
And you know what? People always, this is what used to happen to me as a child. Because I was a large child coming up down in Alabama, I used to get ridiculed, man. You know, you ought to be on the defensive end line. You ought to be on the whatever line it was on football. All big folks don't play football. All tall guys don't play basketball. All right? All fast people don't run track. But don't ridicule a kid because they used to call all us band members nerds. They did. They call us nerds. And you know what? You got to be pretty smart to know how to read musical notation.
And march and
march and move all at the same time. You can't be no dummy doing it. It's called coordination. And with the kids now, I got to say, they got some seriously messed up examples. Seriously messed up examples. If all you know how to do is call a woman a B or out of her name, you got a problem.
Yeah.
You got a real problem. But it's all about the money now. We don't have love songs because don't nobody want to be in love. Oh, what love got to do with it? I blame Tina for that.
Yeah. She was one of the first ones.
Or, no, what have you done for me lately? I'll go it even further. No romance without finance.
Right. So now we don't have young people who go to church. So,
well, they go. Some go.
A lot of young people don't go to church.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, as we have always said here, that almost all of the people we talk about on this show, they almost all started in church or in a gospel group, or their parents were musically inclined in the church or something.
Yeah.
So, you know, you've lost that and you've lost the school. So that's why you have the music that you have.
And then a lot of places have taken extracurricular activities out.
Yeah, music is gone. My mother was a music teacher. It's gone.
Wow. I hope we answered your question, Bill. I really do. I fell in love with music because listening to it, you know, the words and the rhythms and the as you say, some beats, you know.
Yeah.
Started out as a church drummer with my toy drums.
Oh, I bet you were so cute.
I wasn't that small. I was like 10.
Oh, okay.
You know,
half grown.
But when I got in the band here in Chicago, but we didn't have a marching band. We just had a band. But when I moved down south, oh my goodness.
Bands are big
band
down south.
Is a way of life.
Yeah, down south it is.
Just like football.
Yep.
And you don't ridicule the other.
No.
Well,
we didn't get ridiculed in band up here either.
Right. Because whether you know it or not, right now it's 900. Today I saw on the news, it's 102 in Alabama. They have high school bands out there practicing.
Summer band.
Yeah.
Yep, drilling in. I'm telling you, I almost passed out one summer.
And you can't be no weakling double timing and marching with that wool blend on.
People just don't know.
You don't know.
See, we had to wear Bucks, the white Bucks shoes.
Yeah, to protect your feet.
Oh, one time we had a Memorial Day parade here.
Man.
I got a blister on the back of my foot.
From that shoe.
I refused to stop marching. I couldn't stop marching.
Because you were right in the middle of it.
Right. I was in pain, and I marched to the end, and I had to hobble home. But I made it through.
But the love of music now has, I won't say it has diminished, but it is taking a U-turn, if you will. Because if you notice now, people are recording things that have been recorded years ago.
Oh, yeah, they're just re-recording those, taking little clips and everything. And they don't even know, some of them don't even know that what they're doing is just re-recording some old stuff.
Because everything old is new again.
And that's why I say classic soul is making a comeback.
You know, it really never left. It just went under the bridge for a minute.
Yeah, I think it's floating back to the surface.
It's floating back to the surface, yeah. Right.
Right, it is. Because everywhere I go, that's all I hear in the store.
And think about it. That's why all these reviews are going on. Because people want to hear it.
That's the end of this week's podcast. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll see you next week. Our sponsor is SDM Investments. They understand you work hard for your money, and they will strive equally hard to make your money work for you. You can reach them at 888-988-0858 or at sdminvestments.com.